Hello there and welcome everybody. My name is Dougie and today I'm going to be reviewing part 1 of the Italian Trinity of WTF, aka the 3 Titanic cartoons. Now it is said that those who watch all 3 films back to back to back will suffer from incurable rage and insanity, because they are apparently that bad it seems. And after seeing the last several cases of those who watched them, I was a bit hesitant to take up this challenge.
I'm so excited! I'm so excited!
No! Wait a minute!
I'm flying. I'm flying.
Okay, but I'm going to push on. The first film I'm doing is the 2001 Titanic, The Legend Goes On. Now most of you have probably watched the Nostalgia Critic's review of this film. What he reviewed, however, was the edited version which was released in the UK and the US. There is in fact an unedited, unaltered version that is much longer and features alternate music, including the rapping dog sequence, a slightly better fleshed out plot, slightly, and the entire rearranging of scenes or extension of them. So the question is, does this make it all a better film? Well, let's go have a look now, shall we?
There is, of course, one quick problem I should point out. The film's title, Titanic, The Legend Goes On. First off, the dictionary defines legend as, quote, a traditional story sometimes popularly regarded as historical but unauthenticated, a myth. Okay, well then how can the Titanic be a myth if it is an historical fact? I mean, it's one of the greatest tragedies of all time, where more than 1,500 people died at sea. That's a myth. Also, if the ship has sunk, how can the so-called legend go on when the subject matter is lying on the bottom of the ocean, being eaten away by microorganisms? I know why. The title was directly ripped off from Celine Dion's hit song, My Heart Will Go On. Anyway, we are first presented with a bad computer-rendered sunrise over an ocean that oddly seems to have been taken straight out of The Rescuers.
Oh wait, did I mention? The Nostalgia Critic and many others have pointed out that this film suffers from an overdose of blatant plagiarism. Guess not? So, I made up a little game called Spot the Ripoff, where I will tally up just how much this Italian animation studio stole from other companies. So, that's 2 ripoffs so far.
So continuing, we get treated to a minute-long introductory credit sequence where we watch more bad animation of fields and forests while listening to music that sounds like it's being played backwards. Seriously, just listen to it. Then we cut to our protagonist, Angelica Pickering, who looks oddly familiar. Where have I seen her before? Oh, wait! It's Don Bluth's Anastasia!
That's one for Don Bluth's.
She is traveling with her stepmother Gertrude and her 2 stepsisters Bernice and Hortensia to journey to America on the Titanic. And by the way, oh my God! They're not even trying! They look identical to Lady Tremaine and her daughters Drizella and Anastasia from Cinderella. In fact, this entire plot so far was clearly ripped off from that Disney classic.
Oh boy, what have I gotten myself into? That's 3 ripoffs there. 1, 2, 3.
Angelica, it seems, was given up by her parents when she was a baby, and she seeks to one day find them, despite taunts from her family to the contrary.
Your precious mother!
She intends to accomplish this using a picture of her mother from a blue locket that looks like it was based on the Heart of the Ocean from the James Cameron movie.
That's another one for the book so far.
Then next we see a scene of the ship. Oh, it seems we've switched movies. Now we are watching a cartoon about a seagull doing nothing, just standing there ruffling itself. Okay. Oh, look, it's taking off. Okay, going there. Where is it going? What's it doing? Oh, zooming down, and we get a close-up of its ass. And then, oh look, it's the Titanic! With all four funnels smoking.
What, was the movie 43 seconds too short that they had to shove in a pointless scene of a seagull? And by the way, historically the last smokestack at the back was for aesthetic purposes. It wasn't an actual working funnel.
Oh, goody! Now let's check and see how many copyright violations we can spot in this scene. Now then, old mean lady wearing fur with two bumbling henchmen, one thin and one fat, Cruella de Vil and Horace and Jasper, check, check, check. Azrael or Garfield's douche cousin that also doubles as Lucifer from Cinderella, check. 3 Yiddish mice traveling to America with a son that always gets into trouble, an American Tale, check, 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 and who also can't decide on his accent.
How about if she comes to our party, Mama? We are having one, aren't we?
Black-haired, blue-eyed, arrogant jerk named Gaston, Beauty and the Beast, check. 2 Dalmatian dogs with red and blue collars expecting puppies, check and check. Big-boobed, sultry singer channeling Jessica Rabbit, hello, check. Granny from Sylvester and Tweety, check. Belle from Beauty and the Beast, check. Jack from the James Cameron Titanic movie, check. The geese from the Aristocats, check. The grandmother from Anastasia, check. Jeremy from The Secret of Nim, check. Speedy Gonzales, check.
Okay, so far within the space of 9 minutes, this movie has managed to steal 24 different creations from other movie studios to cram into their half-assed attempt at a movie. Damn, I smell one hell of a lawsuit. Oh, and by the way, no one violates copyright rules like Gaston. Sorry, I had to do that.
As the ship is about to cast off from port, they are joined by a detective named Bradbury, who is tracking a gang of notorious thieves. Let's hear why he had to literally jump off the gangplank.
And I figured by boarding late, I'd go unnoticed.
I'd like to thank the captain for channeling the audience's reaction.
So the ship casts off and sets sail, while we learn the boilermen can alter their size at will, and ah!
Please, don't ever let me see those two in their underwear again.
One of the sisters' dresses has a rip in it, so Gertrude has Angelica sent up to their cabin to mend it, while they break teacups to show how mean they are. Subtlety, anyone? And then this happens.
In any case, you can't come. You've nothing to wear. And no one's going to lend you anything.
Nothing to wear, and no one's going to lend you anything.
What the hell was that all about? Is Angelica schizophrenic or something? And that's kind of like what happened to Carrie at the prom, and we all know how that turned out.
Meanwhile, a young man named William Greenfield and his nanny...
Why does this guy even have a nanny in the first place? Isn't he like 27 or something?
...are unpacking in their room. William, it turns out, is more bland than Edward from Twilight.
But I'm in no mood to enjoy myself. I dream of my first building going up in America.
While his nanny is worrying about her missing daughter.
I wonder if my little girl has had a proper education. Poor darling. Expect I'll never know.
Gee, I wonder who she could be. In the cargo room down below, the mice are attacked by Geoffrey the cat and are saved by Jacques from Lady and the Tramp.
That's another ripoff there.
Tell me, do you know? Do you really know? Do you know it, yes or no? Is it yes or is it no? Do you know who I really am?
What? No!
I direct the band. Stop it if you're breathing. Princess, here it's time for pleasing. Cause instead of being a hero, you know, you might become a zero. Yes. All of you will bring
God.
cookies, toasted steaks, and hot lemons, juicy cheese with capital C. You are. Go directly to first class. You found the best you can pour in a glass. Drinks and tops on the rocks. Sparkling wine and sweets and rain. Let it flow just like the rain. It would be a whacking buzz, so come with me. Come on, everybody. You remember it forever. The one on board has had it better. Hurrah for Fritz. Hurrah for Fritz. Hurrah for Fritz. What a boss. Super duper. What a body. Hurrah for Fritz. Hurrah for Fritz. Hurrah for Fritz. What a boss, super duper, what a party. For face, he's the most lonely party.
Time is party time already.
Moving on, we cut to the thieves where the woman named Corinthia, who in fact does look like B. Arthur's crazy aunt here,
Thank you, Nostalgia Critic.
is trying to teach her nephews Kirk and Dirk how to pick pockets, but they fail miserably. And here she gives us a prime example of bipolar disorder.
One needs to be gentle, agile. Elephants! Oh, how can I expect subtlety from two lumbering lumps with hands like ham? Understand?
You are a bad voice actor.
And trust me, this is not the last time we see her sudden mood swings.
There's going to be plenty to keep you busy aboard this tub. You Tory of your layabout! Well... Oh, so you're picking up their habits now, are you? Hopeless idiots! Dumbbell! I knew it. It's a fake!
Later they try and rob a cabin, and... What's happening?
Is this movie on a sugar high or something? Can't they properly develop one sequence?
That reminds me, there are two more subplots, one featuring a James Cameron Molly Brown ripoff who was using her dog, that looks like Lady from Lady and the Tramp, to snag, quite literally, a rich husband, and another with the big boob singer who is the object of Gaston's rather creepy affections. But it's not necessary to go into them, trust me.
If I did, along with the other dozen subplots in this movie, this review would be well over 2 hours long. Oh, and by the way, that's 2 more ripoffs for the book.